Hey everyone, Zephyr here, and this is Secret World, newest MMO to go to the not really free-to-play route, because you still have to buy the game, but there's no subscription. It also has the optional membership, which kind of annoys me, but so far I haven't seen anything really bad with it. Some games that I've played in the past have a membership that you almost have to take just to actually experience the game. Not this one though so far, but we'll see. This is you choose 3 different factions: the Illuminati, the Templars, or the Dragon. I'm not really sure how much it affects the game. It's just kind of your loyalty, and of course one of them is your enemy, whichever one you pick. I'm gonna go Illuminati this time and show you some of the character creator. It's kind of weird. I've never really... No, I didn't make this guy. I've never really been able to make a good character out of it. Okay, so this is randomized, but as you can tell, it's only randomizing these factors, the facial traits, the head traits. And there's not a whole lot of variance, not a whole lot of difference. It pretty much just does what it does. Let's take these glasses off. I don't know why they insist on putting glasses on the character when you first start. Some interesting options. Yeah, alright, I'll leave it on him for a second. And then you can randomize the hair and makeup. Oh. And now it's randomizing everything? That's weird. But yeah, so that's what that looks like. Then there's the outfit, which I probably also have to go into each of. Oh no, good, it actually randomizes all the clothes. There's not a whole lot of clothes to choose from either. Which is the only reason that it doesn't bother me a lot, is because I'm pretty sure you buy clothes throughout the game, and you can get different outfits. You also get different outfits for taking certain skills all the way to completion. They're called decks, but that's a completely different issue, much further in. As you can see though, I don't know, there's just not enough variance to this for me, I don't think. The girls are actually kind of worse in my opinion. This is the best I've been able to do, which isn't too bad. But honestly, and no, I'm not trying to make like a 12 or 14-year-old, but none of the faces have any youth to them at all. Or that, or they're just blocky as hell. That one's not horrible, but I don't know. They're just massive. And also the skin colors, this is it varies by face, and this is the lightest color for all of the faces, which is a little weird. Plus the nose, lips, and jaw sliders down there, and the eyes for that matter. They aren't set to like from smallest to largest. Each face, as you can tell, because I'm not changing those sliders, each face has a certain style at that point on the slider. So it's not very well organized. Where was it? There it is. And then there's the clothes. I'm not going to hit randomize because it took a little while. Yeah, well, I can get back to this easily. There's quite a few options. Well, no, there's not quite a few options. I don't know why I just tried to say that. Force of habit, I guess. There's not very many options, but they range anywhere from like business casual to half naked, which is kind of weird. But again, since you can buy clothes later in the game, it's not horrible. So let's go back to what I was at, and I will jump into the game and show you how things go from there. What was I on? That one. And oh yeah, the pants are actually right. Oh, and so are the shoes. Wow, that's impressive. It got half of it right from randomizing. Oh, I will see you in a second though. Now that I got past all of the intro stuff, this is the starting ability testing area for the Illuminati at least. It essentially lets you play with all 9 of the primary weapons and see what you like. This is the one I'm probably going to end up going with, so I'm just going to show it to you first. No, that's not what I meant to do. I thought I picked it up. Oh, that's right. I should know better than that by now. You take the quest, then you pick it up. You can also put all the armor on, but every time you change to a different weapon to test it out, it pulls it all back off of you and takes it. Yeah, it's just silly. They apparently also give you some ability points and such to play with. No, I don't want to watch the video right now. Go away. Go away. There we go. Skill points, you essentially put in here. They're essentially proficiency points. You use them to not only raise the abilities of your weapons, but to allow you to use stronger versions. And then the ability wheel is where you actually get all of your powers. Like, for instance, these on the left here. It gives you some to start with. It just automatically gives them to you so that you don't have to worry about it before you test out the weapons, which we're going to do right now. It's a pretty basic combat style, and there's not a whole lot to it. You can see on the bottom left down here, I'm building charges for this weapon. Magic builds charges on you, and then the ranged weapons build charges on the enemy. So if the enemy dies in the middle of it, well, you're kind of shit out of luck. I imagine there's a downside to the magic too, but we will see what it is. That's the basic elemental weapon. Magic, rather. Yeah, elemental weapon. No, I had it right the first time. Elementalism focus. The blood magic focus is kind of weird. Kind of disturbing, rather. It's good for those that like necromancy and all of the weird graphic blood effects. Yeah. Stuff like that. It's a little weird. Alright, I'll show you the chaos too, just because it is kind of different as far as magic goes, in that it's kind of a melee magic. Well, at least. See, I'm out of range now. And then chaos magic is kind of weird. I think it's supposed to be like the magic of deception and status effects and all that kind of stuff. But at the moment it just kind of looks like chi, like Chinese, Japanese martial arts magic. Next, I will show you whatever's over here. Ranged weapons. Oh, shut up, dude. I wasn't talking to you. Pistols, assault rifle, and shotgun. Yes, I know. Pistols is dual pistols, which sometimes is kind of cool. I'm not sure I like the animations they use. I mean, it's kind of tacky, the whole cross guns thing. Eh. But it's not too bad. That's one thing you'll notice in this game. If this game has a real weakness, it's the character models and the animations. Some of them aren't bad. Like, a lot of the knockbacks and running isn't really bad. But then you look at the jump. You look like a friggin' monkey. It's ridiculous. And that's definitely the weakness of the game. If you can get over that, and if you like, you know, classic Holy Trinity, turn-based, dice rolling MMOs, then you'll be good to go with this one, especially if you like thinking games. Because the missions and everything in this game are very thought-based. You actually have to look up some of the answers and the results and stuff to solve them. I mean, obviously you can look up the actual direct answers by searching Secret World, whatever the mission is, and you'll find the result that somebody else posted. But if you actually want to figure it out yourself, a lot of times that involves actual research, which is why they put a web browser into the game itself. How cool is that? And they actually make fake websites in order to, well, either give you the answers or lead you off trail. Okay, and melee works a little differently yet. By under your health bar here, you've got a resource that charges slowly over time, and that you can make charge faster with your basic attack. I'll have to play with that. I haven't actually used a melee weapon before. So yeah, you've got magic, charges on you as you attack. Range, charges on the enemy as you attack. And then... Sorry, lost for train of thought. And then melee, which charges just over time and lets you use stuff that way. I'm going to go with this focus, and that's the basics of the weapons. I'm going to jump ahead to my other characters, show you some of the... Well, show you what it's like to have more abilities and some of the actual enemies out in the world, and we'll go from there. So this is the character that I've been working on. I'm not really high level, I've only gotten like 20-25 ability points. There are no levels, by the way. You get experience, which gives you skill points and ability points. There's no levels. And so I'm not very far yet, but I do have some abilities, and I've been fighting for a while. And I'm right in the middle of a mission. Never stop coming. You can see tier 4 of 5. There's multiple steps to different missions. Or there may just be one step. Depends on what the mission goes with. But basically, you have to complete all of the steps to get the experience for it. Except, of course, for the stuff you get for killing. I think you might actually get it for individual steps. I'm not sure. Also, because I forgot to mention it before, you'll see my name up here. Alex Northwind, the first and last name, that can be, I think, pretty much anything you want it to be. I don't think it cares about uniqueness or anything like that, because that's where that middle name comes in. That is your character tag. Unfortunately, it's not account specific, because then you would only have to make one. It'd make it easier. But no, it's unique to each character, even across your own characters. That is what actually identifies you. That has to be unique, which, since it looks like a middle name or a nickname, and it's actually called nickname in the character creator, they can get kind of weird. They don't always really fit. Thankfully, the people that I've seen have not been just like ridiculously stupid about it, but you know that happens. You know, XX name XX, that kind of thing. It's not the best system I've seen, but I guess it's also not the worst. So, anyway, I'm here to examine the blue cultist fires. And since they just pulled the enemies off, I guess I'll just run up here and do so. And he's attacking them, so I'm gonna go fight something else. I'm not really sure how enemy tagging works in this game. As far as I've seen, nobody's really gotten pissed at me for attacking enemies they were fighting. Oop. You can dodge also, but it's got a recharge down there, as you see. Anyway, nobody's gotten upset with me for attacking their enemies, but I also don't think I've gotten experience if I wasn't the first one to hit it. Crap, dodge. Nope, I got caught. I don't think the dodge is an auto evade like in Guild Wars 2. Well, in the middle of a dodge in Guild Wars, well, nothing can hit you. In this one, though, I don't think that's the case. And I just got hit again. See? I'm moving around a lot. It helps prevent you from getting hit by melee, but not ranged, because, again, it is dice rolling. It's not really something you actually have to aim for or anything. It's not like a shooter. Not a really active MMO. Again, like I said, it's very traditional. Oh, I only had to examine one fire. Now I have to kill cultists. Alright. Each weapon has two different talent trees to it, essentially. Everything has damage, and then there's either support, defense, healing. Assault rifle has healing as an off tree, which is kind of interesting. But not everything has what you would expect. So I guess I don't really have to move around, except for their little AoEs that they drop. It is nice that you can see stuff on the ground. It's pretty obvious with those big white circles. And you can see down here, you can actually see their health bar and everything above them, as well as down here on the bottom right. Stupid bastard. And I can heal myself with one of my abilities, because I went partway down one of the healing trees. I find combat fairly interesting. I mean, it's nothing fantastic, but it's enough to keep the game going. It's just a traditional MMO. If you're tired of all of those, this probably isn't the right game for you right now. But I've been playing Guild Wars 2, which is more active, and I've been playing all sorts of other active games. I haven't really played a slow MMO in a while, so it doesn't bother me too much. Slow MMOs, Holy Trinity MMOs, aren't bad. They just aren't always what I want. Another one of those game types that should be made sometimes, just not all the time. And yeah, that's combat with the assault rifle. You can equip 2 different weapons at a time. I've got this temporary flamethrower on right now, which I'm not really using because, I don't know, there's no real reason to. It's set to shortcut though, so I just, flamethrower. And that's it. Talismans are your armor, 1 head, 3 major, 3 minor. You also have to rank them up, just like your weapons, in order to be able to use them. In order to be able to use stronger ones. So you can technically put all your points into a weapon, go full DPS, and just ignore your armor. You'll probably die. But you can probably do it. Oops. The ability wheel. You have to actually unlock both of these first 2 sets, all the abilities, in order to get to the next ones. Throat's drying out, sorry. Alright. Which is a lot more abilities. You can specialize fairly well, and then of course you can have a second weapon and go into that. If you want, I believe you can learn everything. You can just only use the abilities from the 2 weapons you currently have equipped. It makes for a lot of stuff, and then there's the miscellaneous skills, which just kind of seem to be Probably support, you know, situational type stuff. And yeah, that's the basics of combat. Let's get out of here so I don't get attacked while I'm trying to finish this up. Everything's... this is still the first zone. Everything seems to start here. So there's probably not a whole lot of variance early on. But it's an interesting game. The world is very well drawn. The missions, well, a lot of them are, you know, go and kill or go and get all of this. Some of the story missions actually do require thought and, you know, research, and it's interesting. It's a different route for an MMO for most games to take. They generally don't involve the real world at all. And with all of the fantasy MMOs and some sci-fi MMOs, it's refreshing to have a modern one. But I won't draw this out too much longer. I think I've shown you all the basics. Hopefully it's been helpful to you and can help you decide. Again, you still have to buy this game, but there's no subscription fee for it. It is currently on sale for the Steam Winter Sale. It'll hopefully go further on sale before the sale ends, but we'll see. I hope you enjoyed it though, and I will catch you all next time for more MMOs. Take care all.